Welcome to our foreign news press conference, or well, our Stratham Harlan Summit press conference. Um, we are going to be taking questions from the press gallery. I would like to welcome the Prime Minister of Harlan, Yoshpai, and then I believe it's First Minister of Stratham, Lazy.
It's the chairman of the council.
Okay, Chairman of the Council, Lazy.
Yes.
We'll be now taking questions from the press gallery. Thank you for joining us. Does anyone want to ask the first question? Okay, I guess I can do it. Yeah, it works. Okay.
Here's the thing, we need to get a little bit of a look and feel of exactly what's happening, because I have absolutely no idea, if I'm going to be honest. So if you can give a bit of context as to exactly what's happening.
Essentially, a foreign country is meeting with Harlan from another server here. And we're also going to go over to there afterwards.
Cool. So is this to discuss like an alliance, or?
Basically, yeah.
With renewed relations between Stratham and Harlan, should we expect something like Olympics or other sporting events in the future? I can't exactly promise that will 100% happen. However, I will try to work with my contemporary from Stratton here to potentially host something like the Olympics here in the future. I'd like to hand over the word to Lazy here if they want to add something.
Yeah, sure. Well, I would definitely be open to something like that. Maybe not Olympics, but I had an idea for smaller sporting events, maybe more regular ones. It's nothing. It's nothing concluded. I would. I just think that would be very nice and would help us bring these two nations together, as sports often do.
I am absolutely willing to agree with you on that. And any other questions?
Could I ask
So
a
From the
question on
apart
press
behalf?
from, yes, so we do. Apart, and one from the Harlonian Times. Quick question: will this business relationship? You did mention sports, but I do see opportunities as in growth, both on educational level for people in government, as in, national trades and stuff. Um, can you tell us a bit more about the goals that the political parties have with this alliance? What would broaden with the alliance that we're currently setting up?
This would broaden our connections to another server. Will most likely uh, increase our levels of activity, intercommunication, and uh, will pretend, and that would also allow businesses from Stratton to spread to Harlan and vice versa, thus potentially stimulating both economies, potentially quite heavily.
If I might add, we will still be discussing the broader economic, I don't know what to say, the economic aspects of this potential treaty between us. So we would probably have more to say afterwards. But we will be discussing it between our economy minister, BH, and the Harlon Commerce Minister, if I'm right. Minister of Commerce.
Yeah, Minister of Finance, which
I,
is niche guy.
yes. Uh, so there will be more information afterwards for sure.
Is it safe to assume, with the hesitance in your answer, that there are currently still talks going on and not everything is worked out? Is that correct?
That is
Yes,
correct.
we are. We have some broad ideas, but nothing is concrete yet.
Do you happen to have a timeline for when these events would be coming into fruition? Is this going to be by the start of next year? Is it going to take a few months, or is this going to be something more immediate?
I don't not have enough information right now, but I suppose it's gonna be more of a lengthy process.
You have
So
anything
I
to add
would
on that, Josh?
say,
Excuse me. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
unfortunately, we don't currently have a timeline, uh, but we will try and work out one so that we can uh, 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 establish this inter-server uh, corporation cooperation as soon as possible.
okay, there was another question from Laxaholic. Yoshi, would you mind to read that?
What is your opinion on the state of the UN? Are you abandoning the UN and creating a new organization that will invite other nations in the future? I am unfortunately not aware of the state of the UN past late June, uh, and we are currently not creating a new organization like the UN to invite other nations in the future. We are currently just talking about cooperation between us, us and Holland, and Stratham. Yes, I see Niche guy wants to raise a question.
Niche guy from the Harlonian Times. With the questionability on if the budget today inside of Harlem will pass, do you think your government is going to be able to proceed with these negotiations with a full commitment and not baggage from domestic politics?
Uh, I am pretty sure that we will be able to achieve all those plans fully without said baggage of domestic politics. And even if those domestic politics try to interfere, uh, I am cautiously optimistic that they won't interfere too much with said plans.
Thank you.
On that note, regarding the Harlon side of the deal, and one from the Harlonian Times once more, um, we are currently wondering if the current negotiations are tied to a specific party, or is it coming from the entire government as a whole right now?
Uh, They are currently coming from the entirety of the government.
And every single party currently in the government is behind these negotiations as well? They're all in favor?
Actually, no. Sorry, I might have accidentally mistaken myself. Uh, this is just an opportunity. This has just been approved by HPP members of the government. This unfortunately, I don't have the opinion of the bar members of the government. Uh, however, uh, however, we have not received any objections from them. So I'm gonna have the reasonable assumption that they are also fine with this to proceed with this cooperation.
We can assume
Okay.
that they have, and we do assume this, but they have been notified via the proper channels about this negotiation and stand behind it, seeing as this is international trade. It is quite
Yes, they
important
have
that the
been.
whole of government agrees.
Yes, they have been notified by proper channels.
Can I ask another question on behalf of the Harlan Times?
Yes, yes, please.
Is the president who is a member of BAR, is he aware of these negotiations? Because if I remember correctly, the press release said that he would be participating in these negotiations.
Well, given that I can see the president standing, I'm gonna say about 10 meters from me in game, about 10 blocks away from me in game, I'm gonna uh, assume that yes, the president is currently participating.
Does the president wish to add on this?
As far as I'm aware, he isn't in the VC right now because he's having difficulties getting verified on the Discord.
Unfortunate. Could somebody from Stratton get that fixed?
Mm, okay. Meanwhile, Laxaholic asked another question. Do we wait for the president to answer, or do we break up with the question?
Uh, Sorry, could you please repeat your question?
Laxaholic asked another question during that. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh,
Alan is here.
Is there any intention of establishing a permanent Stratum presence in Holland with an embassy? Uh, there is currently no intention of establishing an embassy, uh, a Stratum embassy in Holland. However, I can assure you that this is not off the an embassy is not off the table, and it will most and there most likely will be one uh in the near future.
If I can add something to that, I would like there to be a good communication stream between the two nations, if it is possible, even without the embassy here. I am sure we can work
Mhm.
something out.
Can I ask another
Yeah.
question on behalf of the Times?
Yes, please.
All right. At the moment, the budget sets out funding for foreign embassies and intelligence and alliances. How would Stratham and Harlan relations be using this funding, or is there a point to it?
Uh, this funding could potentially be used for example, funding inter-server projects. Uh, for example, embassies, potentially events held between the two servers. and various other things.
Right,
I'm
I
gonna
have
take
no
that
further
as
questions.
all right. I'm gonna take that as a no. Hold on. As department executive for the press, I'm gonna say this is a end to the press conference. We will now be going to the somewhat private meeting between the ministers from each country and the president. I would like to thank those who participated for coming, and yeah, thanks for coming. We have work to do. All right.
Yes, thank you very much for having us here. I'm sure the meeting will go swiftly. Thank you.
Thank you. I am also very sure that this meeting will be very productive in establishing a relationship and a and cooperation between the two servers.